Supreme Court ruled today in Trump versus the United States, the majority finding that a former president has substantial immunity from prosecution for official acts committed while in office. The High Court sent the matter back down to a lower court. The justices did not apply the ruling to whether former President Trump is immune from prosecution over his efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Fox's Shannon Bream is in Washington.
The bottom line is it does mean that this case is going to be delayed. They said, listen, you guys expedited the case to get it here. There was not sufficient fact-finding in the lower court. We don't have the briefing, the facts, the evidence we would need to go and parse through which of these allegations amounts to an official act, what's an unofficial act. I got to say, though, about the dissents, and there were multiple of them, the majority wrote that they said it was wholly disproportionate, a complete overreaction. There's also a warning from the majority that they don't want presidents to leave office and immediately be at the mercy of a political opponent.
The 45th president reacting, sounding upbeat. Today's ruling essentially means his election interference case will be delayed for several months. Fox's Brian Yennis.
We're hearing from the former president on a Truth Social post in all caps. Big win for our Constitution and democracy. Proud to be an American after the Supreme Court came out with its opinion, essentially granting absolute immunity to those two certain acts done by the president for his core constitutional powers. And obviously now this going back to the district court in D.C., all but guaranteeing that this case will not be started or resolved by Election Day.
Trump is still scheduled to be sentenced in his New York hush money case that's set for July 11th. A Massachusetts judge declaring a mistrial today in the murder case against Karen Reed. She's accused of murdering her police officer boyfriend and leaving his body in a snowstorm. America is listening to Fox News.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022. 800-968-9022.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
There's no indication President Biden will step aside in his re-election bid following last week's troubled debate performance.
Close advisors and family are urging President Biden to stay in it after a meeting over the weekend at Camp David. The president's children and grandchildren spent Sunday with him for a long-planned photo shoot, but it came as Democrats worried about their prospects in November, and some in the party openly calling for a new nominee. A majority of voters, even before the debate, were expressing concerns about the 81-year-old president's age and mental fitness. President Biden's campaign manager held a call Saturday with dozens of Democratic Party leaders to lay out the path forward. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Well, the Trump campaign reacting.
What's best for the country is clearly not another 4 years of Joe Biden's disastrous presidency. The majority of the American public agree with that.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt speaking there to Fox Business. Former Trump advisor, longtime ally Steve Bannon serving 4 months behind bars. He reported to a federal prison in Danbury, Connecticut today.
I'm a political prisoner of Nancy Pelosi. I'm a political prisoner of Merrick Garland. I'm a political prisoner of Joe Biden and the corrupt Biden establishment.
Bannon was convicted of ignoring a congressional subpoena to appear before a committee investigating those January 6 riots. House Republicans filing a lawsuit today against Attorney General Merrick Garland, accusing him of ignoring a congressional subpoena. They're demanding the AG turn over audio recordings of President Biden's interview during a probe into his handling of classified documents. The special counsel in that probe suggesting Mr. Biden had a poor memory following that interview. The legal action comes weeks after the White House blocked Garland from releasing the recordings to Congress by asserting executive privilege. A monster storm is raging in the Caribbean. Hurricane Beryl packing winds at 150 miles per hour. That makes it a Category 4 storm. I'm Tom Graham, and this is Fox News.
Champaign County Freedom Celebration is planning a great 4th of July holiday near Memorial Stadium. Can you volunteer or get your business in on one of the sponsorship levels? Perhaps you'd like to enter a float in the 11 a.m. parade. Registration for the 9 a.m. 5K is also available, with details at july4th.net. Join Meyer, United Rentals, Stevie J Broadcasting, and CUMTD as proud Americans celebrating our independence. It's East Central Illinois' premier patriotic party on the 4th of July, with details at july4th.net.
The Champaign County Fair is July 19th through the 27th. When it comes to some premier events at the Champaign County Fairgrounds in Urbana, it starts out with the preview night, July 19th. Enjoy the dirt track racing. The first Saturday of the fair, enjoy Military Day and, of course, the Demolition Derby. Western Day will wrap up that first weekend on Sunday with a terrific spotlight on horses. Learn more about the Champaign County Fair at champaigncountyfair.cc.
Here's your OSF Healthcare Medical Minute.
Hi, this is Awad Aliami. I'm a pediatrician with OSF Healthcare. I think the most important thing about summertime is two things, is injury prevention. So make sure when you're around water, take care of water safety. And also when you're playing with bicycles and scooters, make sure your kids are wearing helmets. And the other thing is sunscreen and hydration. We do vaccines along with school physical visits and well child checks. School physical is actually a requirement from the state. Typically it's needed for pre-K every 2 years, kindergarten, 6th grade and 9th grade, okay? But also your child needs their well child check or annual visit for health supervision every year. You have all sorts of options to get scheduled. You can call over the phone, you can do it over online. If you have My Chart, you can do that as well. Or you can just walk into the office and we will help you out.
For more information, visit osfhealthcare.org.
Does your bank keep rewards just out of reach? Hi, this is Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank. While some banks save their reward programs for a select few, here at Fisher National, we offer free rewards checking to all of our customers. We are trying to reward you for the things you do every day. Simply make 12 debit card purchases, receive a statement electronically, and have at least one direct deposit in a monthly cycle. It's as easy as that. Rewards checking includes excellent 2.0 annual percentage yield for balances up to $20,000 and ATM refunds up to $20. Oh, and no minimum balance is required. Free rewards checking from Fisher National Bank. Rewards within reach and service beyond. See monthly requirements at fishernational.com or stop by one of our branches today. Our team looks forward to serving you.
Fisher National Bank. Exceptional communities, exceptional people. Member FDIC.
Matt Rogowitz is our law enforcement official of the month. He is currently the University of Illinois Police Department Officer of the Year. Why did you want to go into this work?
The reason why I wanted to go into policing was probably due to my family. Father's in the military. My uncle is a police officer in Louisiana. So it's always been a big part of my life, being a first responder within my family.